Chyfrwng I ysgol newydd. Hwyl fel mewn iawn.
Hello, my name's Rhiannon and this is my son Bryan, and I sent my son to ysgol Gymraeg of any. I'd found a TRV, so the people who were involved in the TRV were parents of older children in ysgol Gymraeg of any anyway, so it was a very natural transition. And once we'd gotten into speaking to ysgol Gymraeg of any, nothing was too much trouble. It was really easy. It was 100%, it's not going to be an issue, it's absolutely fine, really welcomed and had no barriers at all. So when I first decided to send Bryan to ysgol Gymraeg of any, I was nervous because there were people around me doubting my decision, but I was really proud to be able to do it. I had plenty of support from the Monmouthshire County Council and from ysgol Gymraeg of any, so I had confidence there. It was just whether some of my concerned relatives would say, oh, you know, see, you have done the wrong thing for him. But I was really confident that it would work, and that I also started learning Welsh myself at that point. And it's been very slow progress for me, I'm still learning, but I was determined that we would do it together. Bryan's experience at ysgol Gymraeg of any was really great and very inclusive. I really think that the school was really focused on kindness and respect for others, and that perhaps I really think the Welsh medium has had something to do with that, because they've had to think about being inclusive and thinking about different families from all sorts of different backgrounds coming together, especially in South East Wales, where most, perhaps I shouldn't say most, it seems like a lot of the parents weren't Welsh speaking themselves, sending their children to Welsh medium education in this area. So I think that the staff there at ysgol Gymraeg of any have had to think outside the box quite a lot about how they would manage that situation, and I think we've really benefited from that. As far as friendships go, it's been fantastic for Bryan. So many amazing children supporting him right from the very beginning. Every sports day, every show, it's just quite emotional to see how included Bryan has been and how loved he's been. And got some very emotional memories about Bryan being there actually. Lovely. So one particular time that really sticks out was a sports day, and I think it was like a relay race, and all the children were running around the whole pitch, and so it was long enough for Bryan to clearly have fallen quite behind, and rather than being an upsetting experience for me, it was really uplifting because all the children had finished and they all came back to the sides of the track, and they're all whooping and cheering Bryan, and Bryan in his typical dramatic personality, he's there waving at his fans and bowing and cheering. And you got your medal at the end, didn't you, Bryan? And and I thought, well, he might not have got the medal for being the fastest, but he got the medal for being the most flamboyant. So there you go. If anybody is feeling apprehensive, as I did, about sending a child with additional learning needs to Welsh medium school, I can wholeheartedly say, don't worry about it. They'll get a rich experience and it'll be amazing. I only have an anecdotal experience of this, but I really think that having two languages has made Bryan more adaptable to different situations, because it's not just that he has like one word for something, having more than one word for the same thing, I really think makes him more adaptable. And children with additional learning needs, often they can be quite fixed on one thing, having one meaning. I think that's really helped with him to be a little bit more flexible, actually.
Bwyta a math and the musical. I hoffi colau Pels Boys.